30 minutes past the hour of 6. This is 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. We're full of asida this morning. Where there's life, there's hope. Hope you had a restful Wednesday evening and you're ready to tackle whatever Thursday has in store for us. I can't say that I've had the most restful Wednesday, but trust me, I am pumped for this morning. Let me say hello and a very warm welcome one more time. Mr. Ogbodu, how are we doing? Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I like the jam, Charlie.
Oh, this song is, but you know how it's gotten so much airplay. I think in the next 2 weeks, I could potentially be exhausted of this one. Kim Paluta is right now, I guess, is he the man of the moment?
So it appears.
So it appears. This one is certainly a banger, one of my favorites. But very shortly, we'll attempt to find out what Mother Nature has in store for us. And as we do, we have the news review that is also coming your way. Let's talk now with Felicity Appiah-Ampofo, chief forecaster with the Ghana Met. Felicity, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Helen.
How are you doing?
Please, I'm better today than yesterday.
Fantastic. I'm doing well. All of my listeners say, hey, Felicity, every day she's doing better than the day before. One day she will explode with joy. But until that day comes, do let us know. What is the weather looking like? In Kanda, in Addis Ababa here, the clouds have frowned. They may be pregnant with rain. You know, pregnant ladies, they don't always smile. What is the weather looking like?
Thank you, and good morning to our viewers and listeners. Yes, this morning we expect the cloudiness over the entire country with some low chance of light rain or drizzle occurring over the coastal strip, those in the close to the ocean, especially from Aflau all the way to Hafastine. Greater Accra, most of us will have some light rain or drizzle this morning. For the upper east, upper western parts of northeast and northern region this morning, too, we have some 30% chance of rain occurrences over their area and throughout the day. For the evening, those around the Bono, those around the Savannah regions into the western north part of Ashanti region, we expect some low chances of rain occurrences for them. So late afternoon into the evening hours, Ashanti, Bono East, Ahafo, western north and part of western region should watch out for some rain occurrences. Temperatures will still be on the low side, 29 for the coast and the transition zone, 31 for the forest and the northern sector. So this is how we anticipate it to be today.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that very comprehensive updates. Do have a wonderful Thursday, Felicity.
Thank you. Wishing you all the best.
Well, you have the updates. Let's get into the news review. One, Sixtus Ullo, also in the studio. How are we doing, Six? I thought I was supposed to ask, how are you doing?
No,
then you come to life. Somebody, so you ask somebody how they're doing this time.
Especially when the music playing in the background sounds like you're about to give your offering.
Michael, I like the sound of that. Where's my bowl? Where's my bowl? Where's my bowl? Where's my bowl?
Calm now.
No, but Helen herself started off by saying the weather has frowned.
Take a look outside.
If the weather has frowned, whom am I?
If you were pregnant, you'd be frowning as well. The clouds look pregnant with rain.
Pregnant women don't
Charlie,
smile.
you've used pregnant like twice already.
I don't have anything to tell you guys. All right. Well, I've got the Daily Guide as well as the Ghanaian Times in front of me this morning. We'll run through the headlines and then we'll get into the details. Nana justifies appointing more judges, and you know that this conversation has been raging for a little while since the CJ as some have described, took it upon herself, these are not my words, please, I beg you, took it upon herself to recommend or nominate some judges straight to the president, contrary to what typical procedure is. The Ghana Bar Association, they say it is irregular. The conversation still unfolds. It's something we'll certainly be circling back to. Still on the front page of the Daily Guide, Atta Mills's 12th memorial service, NDC family fight Anyidoho. I don't think this should be something that is front and center 12 years after his passing. May his soul rest in peace.
Is it not Anyido who fighting the family? Is it the family fighting Anyido?
According to this front page story, that's what is being reported. Government delivers some 1,000 homes to security agencies. Baumia can't debate Mahama, and that is coming from the minority. You've got Dr. Kaisel Atofos, and to quote him, a mere driver's mate cannot compete with an experienced driver.
Chaliba, on a real end, he really went all out with that comment. Charlie, he was just throwing shades right, left, center.
You know when Dr. Kaisel Atofos, you know when he became majority leader for, minority, I beg your pardon, minority leader in Parliament. I beg your pardon, minority leader, nobody come for me. There was a lot of talk,
Helen is seeing into the future.
Disclaimers are necessary.
Please, I don't have any power of prophecy.
There's nothing wrong. It's your conviction.
Sixtus becoming now.
I have no prediction. There was some chat. Was he going to have that same, shall I say, vigor and vim as Honorable Haruna?
Yeah.
But I think he's really held his own. And I think maybe the critics now will do a U-turn and say that Dr. Atofos has what it takes to lead his side in Parliament. He knows his stuff.
He said critics, and Michael is pointing at me. I'm not his critic.
Did you doubt that he would be able to take charge of his side?
Haruna's shoes were very big.
Very big to fill.
Very big,
yes.
Yeah, we only spoke about the transitioning. And I think the party has since ironed out its
on that front, yes, but there was some chat about whether or not the personality of Honorable Dr. Kaisel Atofos could fill those shoes in that same commanding manner. But watching him as the time has gone on, I think he's been able to do so.
When the Honorable Haruna Idrisu took over, I'm sure there were doubts that came up.
It's always the way.
To then Honorable Alban Bagbin, who had been minority leader, majority leader back to back, and had accumulated all the experience and had become an institution within the institution of Parliament. So I mean, there's always that cynicism for some.
Well, for example, if we had said, Haruna Idrisu is making way honorable for Comrade Murtala Mohammed, I think some might have said, okay, this is fire for fire. The transition will be so smooth. I think others thought that maybe Dr. Atofos was a more subdued character. I think that was the juxtaposition. If it was Comrade, would you have said the same? You'd have said, actually, this one, fire for fire.
Don't mind his bias.
What if it were Mahama Ayariga?
But Ayariga, at least he appears a bit more, what's the word? A bit more forward than Kaisel was way back.
Yes, at that time.
And truth be told, Kaisel Atofos was very laid back, soft-spoken. But I think over the period, he wasn't really.
Because this was the leader of the side on finance and economic matters.
That's right.
And for so long, he had been ranking member on the finance committee, and he was always the representative voice of the minority on the finance and budget issues and all of that, backed up by the Honorable Adongo. And so he really wasn't laid back. I think
I'm talking about personality here.
Maybe temperament. If you put it together. You put it together.
So that is where I was coming to. That, you see, when it comes to leadership of a caucus, of a political side in such an environment as Parliament, you need somebody who is not only hot-blooded, but you need somebody who is more measured, who is more cool-headed. So you can. So you cited the example of Comrade
Murtala Mohammed.
You just imagine.
Mr. Speaker,
Fire. Let's head over now to the Ghanaian Times. What is the front page saying this morning? Appointment of justices to Court of Appeal. We need more judges nationwide. President to critics as he justifies swearing in of 16 new judges. And a lot of argument has been made. Do we need more, or do we need to equip those who are already at post better so that we can be more efficient in justice delivery? Yendi Municipal Assembly members brawl over presiding member election. Atta Mills Memorial Heritage commemorates 12th anniversary of former President Mills's passing. On the back page, Minister urges ECOWAS to prioritize regional integration. Speaking of regional integration, and speaking of ECOWAS, terror issues abound. We're told to be on high alert. This is coming from security experts in the region, citing the latest terror attack in, I believe, in Togo, coming from Burkina Faso, with links to Al-Qaeda.
I really don't know why we are now trying to draw attention to that.
We are not now trying to. I recall in 2022, this same talk of high alert was ongoing. I was speaking with, I forget the full name, Mukhtari. He's a he's a expert in the space of security. And 2021, 2022, he was very forceful in the message that we have to be on high alert. So the alerts, they spike, and then when things seem to cool off, we don't hear that messaging, but it's come back into the fore that we have to be on high alert. See something, say something. Gentlemen, what do you have?
Then you find that newspaper on the front page. You have the beautifully dressed finance minister, and they are still on the budget. But it looks like the paper has given Amin Anta.
Let's have a look
Mohammed
at this picture.
Amin Adam. They've given him some beautiful grey mustache.
I think it's the printing.
Look at it, but it looks beautiful on him.
You think the grey would suit him?
It's making him look like, what's the name of that the former aviation minister?
Oh,
the helicopter.
May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, another beautiful man.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the name?
The name is not coming. Oh, it's fine. Tourism rakes in $1.8 billion between January and June 2024, and I think we could have had more. Reforming SNIT, a call for transformation in pension management, and 150,000 Ghana cedis to 50 million Ghana cedis available to SMEs under new fund. Really? I think we need to check out this story.
What does it?
So if you have if you are running an SME, you are likely, or there's an amount of 150,000 available to you, in between 150,000 to 50 million, for you to access and boost your
SME
business.
Well,
okay, I really wanted to
you know
check
my
out
stance on a lot of these things. Charlie, I think we should be more strategic with where we put our money. And I have nothing against SMEs, but I think that if impact is what we want, then Charlie, we have to be more targeted, especially with the unemployment situation in the country and the fact that we want to industrialize. We should put these
are targeted.
Well, bro, the point is that if you are putting this much money in small and medium SMEs, we know that the failure rate is very high.
Oh no, that's not fair. Now that me, I have formed my SME and I'm coming
so
to
I am thinking that
money. No, you are discouraging them.
Oh, I'm not discouraging. I'm making that point. I'm thinking that why don't we find a way of a more holistic approach? Is there a way to get them to understudy already established businesses rather than just giving them money?
So that could be part of the package.
Well, let's see how it goes.
And I'm not sure any Tom, Harry, and they could just get up, present. Still on the front page of the Finder.
So that we can make way for our commercial break.
The Balancing Act,
as well
Intelligence
as
Agencies in Modern Economies. Dr. Amwa calls for patience amid economic improvements. That's for the Finder newspaper. There's another one here, the business analyst shaping economic decisions. On the front page, banner headline, recent financial sector cleanup expensive. And this is An assertion made by the World Bank. Safeguarding city stability, continue to rebuild international reserves, IMF to BOG. Assembly plans have produced 4,700 vehicles locally. Finance Minister claims CTAC withdraws services over July's salary freeze directive. And mid-year budget review, Gutta demands stable CD. Gutta is now beginning to sound like a broken record. That's it.
But what's wrong with them appreciating? Anyway, never mind. The BNFT farmers feed mills anxious over maize shortage. That's in page 2. Hey, we still deal with maize shortage, is it? GSC leads Africa markets with 39.95% year-to-date return. Domestic bondholders paid 12 billion cedis post DDEP. Banks at risk of cyber attacks following global software defects. That's according to DT, and their full name is Africa Center for Digital Transformation.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time on the
welcome.
news review. Time check, it is some 14 minutes to the top of the and only 4 minutes until the bite comes your way. It is Johnny's Bite, aka, you know, we have some bills to pay. We have some messages to listen to. We have a bite to prepare for.
Who fighting?
Sure, let's hear
over
it.
some families. It's fine. Go.
Somebody said it's crime beyond the belief. Is it true?
That is true. I mean, the man has to be brought to order.
If the children of Israel have the chance to see what Nanado and Baumia is doing to us, they will say Pharaoh is a good man.
And on that note, we'll do a quick turnaround. When we come back, Johnny's Bite, aka the People's Bite, it's coming your way. This is 3 FM Sunrise.
Luck is everywhere for everyone.